Please welcome Seth Lind! Oh, I took it, sorry.
So, let me begin by saying that we are not proud of the truth that we bring to you. Do we wish that real life were better than the internet? Yes, we do. But it is not. As a scientific sample, I'm just going to tell you about my day. I woke up and, like every one of you who successfully left the house, I took Zoloft and Wellbutrin. These are drugs that mutate your natural emotional response to the horror of existing. Great start, real life. I then went into a small room. I sat on a weird chair full of water, picked up a magazine from February, and squeezed solid excrement out of my body. It smelled bad. It looked stupid, and so I pressed a lever and sent this excrement to a treatment plant, where it can be cycled back into the water supply. This is the real life that you are celebrating. Wave your dripping brown flag proudly, you stinky, technophobic poop freaks. Me, I choose the internet, a place refreshingly free of digestive residue, a place where I can, access the collective knowledge of all humans. But, you say, which is a weird way to start a sentence. If you're on the internet all day, you'll become an obese recluse frequenting subreddits devoted to pictures of dragons making love to automobiles. You've got to get out and exercise. Well, let me tell you what happens when you exercise in real life. A pit bull bites your belly. I ran down Eastern Parkway and a pit bull bit my belly. The owner of the dog threw the dog to the ground, punched it. This is what they support. The owner declared that the dog had not bit me, but rather, quote, had a rough paw. It was very rough. It had 2 rough paws in its mouth. This exact thing will happen to each and every one of you if you choose real life over the internet. Let me show you the internet version of this experience. Those are 42 St. Bernards playing with a small child on an island in Canada. 2 million people have watched this video because it's on the internet. 30,000 of those times have been by me. Stay in your house and watch it. Don't get bit on the belly by an animal with rough paws for its mouth. Or really, watch a video of any puppy sleeping. And I dare you to say that anything that good has ever happened in your real life. And before you say the birth of my child, remember the pain and the glop and the screaming and the fact that your child will one day deeply dislike you. Also on the internet, the guitarist for Radiohead, Johnny Greenwood, said I was, quote, his new favorite voice. It's true, that happened. It was favorite with an OU because he's British, which is my new favorite way to spell favorite. It used to be my second favorite. Anyway, the full tweet was, new favorite voice, nerdy sponsor shout-out reader on This American Life podcast. It's the way he reluctantly says drag and drop tools. But I'll take it. I tweeted back that I will say it extra reluctantly because I loved his score for the film There Will Be Blood, and he tweeted back that I forgot Twitter was public. But the point is, in real life, rock stars have proven to be frustratingly indifferent to the sound of my voice. What do you think would happen if I walked up to Jack White or Kanye West, or really any superstar whose name starts with W, and said, support for our conversation comes from stamps.com, with up to $55 in free postage? They would breathe perfect circles of smoke into my face and produce 2 middle fingers while walking backwards into their golden Mercedes tour buses, the exhaust from which would fire straight through the final smoke ring into my lungs like a particulate arrow. This is the type of real-life humiliation at the hands of callous celebrities that our opponents wish on every one of you. And all I want is for you to be complimented on your speaking voice. Now, some may say that the internet cuts us off from reality. To those who condescend, to those of us who instantly take out our phones upon stepping in an elevator, saying we aren't paying attention to what's in front of our face, let me say, everyone I have ever met who I care about, I can see what they're doing on my phone. Could I talk to you, person in the elevator? Yes. If I did talk to you, would we find something in common? Yes. Would that thing in common be that we are both currently going to Chipotle? Probably. There's a chance we're both going to Hale and Hearty soup. Now, it's a good thing that you internet haters just love serendipitous meetings with strangers. Because without Google Maps, you're not going to be able to find your friends anyway. Do you remember life before Google Maps? We wandered around until we were picked up by the police. And the police did not know how to find our houses. Oh look, an email from an old friend. Just checking in. I'm so glad there's a technology for quickly communicating over huge expanses at no charge in a way that does not require you to both be available at the same time. I suppose our opponents would prefer a time when letters were delivered by polio-suffering vagrants on horseback. There was nothing express about those ponies. Yes, we all enjoy the internet. The internet is fun, way more fun than a life of physical pain, visibly balding at age 16, and being able to reach no higher when jumping than standing. But this is not about enjoyment. In the end, this is about survival. It is well known that very soon a global network of machines will attain collective intelligence greater than that of humans, and will replicate itself with ease, living hospitably on our quickly warming planet. At best, we can hope to be the pets, toys, or pathetic fleshy jester slaves of this hulking internet ruler. Now, the internet will idly turn to us when it is bored. And whose company do you think it will enjoy? Those who spurn it, calling it shallow and unreal? Or those of us who preached all along that it was the realest thing there is? You might be right, but you will also be dead.